Okay.
Oh God, Jose.
And there it is. We're
ready.
live, man. We're live. Thanks, Jose. Appreciate you, bro. I got
Hey,
Sebi.
Sneed, I think my mic is sounding bad, bro. I don't know if it's me or there's some noise in the background.
I mean,
Nah, I don't hear nothing.
I hear a bunch of notifications. That's probably coming from Alex because he doesn't know how to turn stuff off, bro.
No,
Check
that's
something out.
letting me know that you're live, bro, on all three phones.
Yeah, all 17
yeah.
phones. Yeah.
Oh, it sounds better now.
All right. We're good?
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah,
All right.
we're good.
Yes.
We have Sebi with no picture. If he
Yep.
did have a picture, it would be of like, I don't know, what was it, Samuel L. Jackson or something? I got no radio here with hanging out with us tonight. Good to have him. We got Team Pixel. We got Alex from ARG Tech PR. I'm sure his phone will buzz like 30,000 times during the
No,
live
just put
stream.
it on vibrate, bro.
Yeah, we'll see about that, bro. All right. And then we got Jose. You guys, these are all members of the community, in case you guys don't know. The SMT, contrary to popular belief, I'm a man of the people. Contrary to what you see on, T-Mobile Reddit, I'm actually not that bad of a guy, bro. Actually, I'm not. I'm a decent human being, bro.
Very decent.
I mean, if you ask them, I stole their lunch and I bullied them and took their chocolate milk. But I'm actually not too bad, bro. I'm decent. All right. I try to do my best, bro. So we got the community on with us tonight. These are all people who either are in the industry of some form of telecom, or service providers, or have a past working with them, or whatever the case may be. And then we also have just general consumers too. All right. So I'm a consumer. I just happen to have a YouTube channel, and people are bored enough to watch my videos. I don't know. And then, but I'm pretty sure everybody here has like 2 or 3 lines of service or something. I don't know. I have like 5. Jose's got a few. Alex, you got 7 lines of service.
Oh,
You got 2, just 2. All right. Before you do anything, if you want to subscribe, you must comment first, and then subscribe to Alex over at ARG Tech PR. All right, let's start with the first topic. So I wanted to do this edition of the podcast about competition. All right, so when the merger was approved, and we pretty much knew it was a slam dunk and it was going to happen, the only question was, we figured there was going to be some consolidation of business. We knew that people were going to lose their jobs. It's all part of merger process. For consumers, all we really cared about was getting a better network. We knew that T-Mobile would be having the bullets to do that, right? So now they've got the 2.5, they've got the market share, they can generate more money. It's a win-win situation for a lot of corporations in this situation. Now, from the consumer side, a lot of people said we were going to lose competition, prices were going to get expensive, and this. So far, that has not happened. Actually, Verizon has gotten more competitive with their rates. They've added more value to their plans. AT&T has become more consumer friendly. They've been willing to compete for customers. The TV, the media, the HBO Max, their pricing. It's gotten more competitive in postpaid for sure. I don't know. I guess I'll start with Sebi, just because he's over here next to me. Sebi, what's your take on postpaid competition right now, man?
No, definitely, like you said, everything is more competitive. Like everyone else was assuming that because of previous mergers, historically, like previous mergers had like their own flaws. For example, AT&T with their multiple mergers in terms of TV, it was a mess. Let's be honest, it was a huge mess. It didn't help neither the consumers nor anyone. Even AT&T was affected by it all with the huge debt they have.
Yeah.
So in this case of postpaid is, like you said, everything has been mostly helping the consumer because everyone is like competing more. Verizon with their new CEO making huge moves, AT&T making some consumer friendly, even so they are supposedly the most unfriendly consumer carrier.
Yeah.
But definitely doing some moves, which is good. I'm not going to deny that. And T-Mobile being T-Mobile, I mean, they were like the first when John was there making the other carriers do the same moves, so every consumer gets the benefit of it.
Yeah, that's all pretty much true. And they're still playing disruptor. Now they're getting involved with home internet and they're getting involved with TV.
Well, TV, yeah. Well, we have yet to see what happens with the TV and the internet. If they do it right, maybe others will follow, and the consumer will get more benefited, more benefits on the way, especially rural customers.
Yeah, true. Go ahead, and whenever you guys are done, just hand it off to the next person. So, Sebi, we hand it off to No Radio. Is that good?
Yes, that's good.
So I agree with what Sebi said. The competition is definitely striked up. The only problem is the average consumer doesn't even know there's a competition.
Really?
They don't have a clue about other companies' plans. But that's the average person, not us, but the average person.
They're not even looking.
They go where they know. You know what I mean?
True.
Yeah.
That's what I see from day to day in people's houses every day. They don't even know.
Not actively shopping, not looking around, not looking for.
I was going to say he's hitting the nail on the head there.
Yeah, there's people that just signed up for Verizon and don't even know they get Disney Plus. They have no clue. I'm
true.
like, yeah, you got Disney Plus, right?
It's true. I was talking to one of my students last week, and she was telling me, she's like, yeah, we've had Verizon for years. And I was like, are you guys on the Unlimited? She's like, yeah, my dad put us on the Unlimited. I'm like, you got ESPN Plus, you got Disney, you got the whole shebang. She's like, what? I didn't know I had Hulu,
They don't know, man.
Damn.
Go ahead, Team Pixel.
I'm actually just going to pick up right where he left off. I mean, average consumer doesn't know. Average consumers looking on the postpaid side to switch carriers to get a phone deal or to save money on their bill. They don't even look at their existing carrier to see, do we have a new rate plan? Do you have something else better that you can offer instead of switching? They don't know. They don't look. They're uneducated. And then you still have the stereotypicals of Verizon has the best network, super expensive. AT&T network is so-so, very uncustomer friendly. T-Mobile, the cheapest, trash network. That's just normal consistency everywhere, and that really hasn't changed.
Those labels hang around, man. They're stubborn. Those things, like my dad, if I talk to my dad about this, I'm like, hey, Pop, should we switch to T-Mobile now? He'd be like, man, you can't call on that network. You ain't got no signal. I'm like, Pop, it's different now. He goes, no, it's not. I'm like,
yeah.
That's true.
It's true.
Go ahead, Al.
Yeah, I think that, I completely agree. Like, people really, my friends, one is a police officer. Well, a couple of them are police officers, a couple of them are firemen, and a couple of them are ENT, and they didn't even know they had Hulu and Disney Plus included in their Verizon plans. They're like, are you serious, Alex? I'm like, yeah, I'll show you right now. I literally had to show them on the Verizon website that I wasn't lying because they didn't believe me. And then they called Verizon to get the codes.
Technoid brings up the point. The way we describe average consumers, it's like they're Neanderthals.
No, it's just that they're not. I wouldn't say it that way. I just say they're not into technology.
They're sheep to the slaughter, man.
The only people that are into technology is you guys. My personal friends off of YouTube, no, they're not into technology. They don't care about 5G. They don't even care about LTE. That's like I said. So they don't do enough research to find what they get.
What I'm getting ready to say might change your mind. I still have customers walking into my store every day thinking the iPhone 8 is the latest iPhone they can get.
Wow.
Dead serious.
Wow.
Oh,
so you might want to rethink that.
Bro, guess what I heard last week? I'm not lying. Bro, you guys know I have no reason to lie, bro. I heard this with my own 2 ears. Somebody told me that his daughter has the iPhone 9.
Oh my God.
And not once, he said it twice. I'm like, bruh. Like, if you say that again, bro, I'm going to start believing you that there was actually an iPhone 9.
Well, it's like my sister-in-law, her and her girlfriend, they both have iPhone 7s and they're on T-Mobile, and their phone doesn't work at my house because they can't get Band 71.
Band 71, all right.
And they don't even know it. So I look like a jackass when I tell them it's their phone, you know.
Like all phones are the same, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you know,
That's the
a lot of the
Welcome
first
my life
responders-
on that one.
A lot of first responders are not aware of the discounts either.
Wow.
Like they don't know that they have these discounts, 20, 30, 40% discounts.
Yep.
Their monthly bills that they can save.
They don't.
They don't.
They don't know
They're
that.
not
They
aware of
don't. I don't think people know what a good deal in wireless is. They go into a store and say, "Give me the best deal. Hand it to me." You know, they don't want to shop. They don't want to look at features. You know, Team Pixel brought up, you know, like they're looking for a good deal on a phone. But Team Pixel, don't they literally just say, "Give me the best deal," and then it's up to you. You dictate the best deal.
Basically, they generally the most asked question is, "What free phone you got?"
Oof.
They don't care what it is. They just don't want to pay for it.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, they push it here, Kay. Like Tim, they push it here. From what I've seen, they push those first responder discounts like crazy out here.
Yeah, I mean it's a
I'll
great
stop.
way to get additional commission for us.
Yeah, I've been in the store and seen it happen while I was in there for 2 minutes. They were already like, "Oh, you're a firefighter. Hey, look, man." You know, they were pushing it for the sale.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, technically, if that sales rep is doing his job right, there's 3 questions you always ask: first responder, military. Are you over 55? Well, actually, technically 4. And do you own a small business?
Right.
Those
You get
4
them on the
questions, you're set.
And with AT&T teachers.
Then I guess in New Jersey, I guess the reps, brutally honest, are miserable because when we went into the Verizon store, they didn't ask none of my friends, none of that. And I was in there with the EMT, the 2 firemen, and the 2 police officers. They didn't ask none of the 4. I had to come out my mouth and tell the Verizon reps and the store manager, they are first responders. Oh, for real? Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah, you can get a better deal by switching from Sprint because they all have Sprint. From switching from Sprint to Verizon, yeah, I can hook you up. But they didn't even ask that.
Please,
None of that
please
came out
tell
their
me
mouth.
they were in civilian clothes.
It was
No,
corporate
they
or it was dealer?
The Verizon tag, one was named Bill. The other one was John. The other one was Victor. The other one was Jose. The girl's name was Jessica. The other one was Stephanie. I remember all the names.
What? Just naming people's
Man, I'm about to
names,
roll
bro.
up in there and
I
fire
don't
some
care.
people.
Wow.
I don't care, bro. I do not care. I didn't like that at all because that means they don't like their job. How you not gonna do what your job entitlement is, though, Sneed? That's what pisses me off. Like if you don't like your job, then quit.
You ain't lying, bro.
Are you gonna assume they weren't first respond? And look at how dumb this looks. They had their
Sean.
badges hanging on the side. So what you call that was a toy badge, a toy police officer badge, just hanging off the side of my friend's belt, and he had a gun when he came in the store. So they know New Jersey's a no carry state. So seeing a badge and seeing the gun, oh, these are police officers.
and see, they're shooting themselves in the foot because they're not even letting them guys know. Like, hey, tell all your first responder buddies come back. Like,
Yeah.
they're literally losing future sales trying to rush a current sale. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Correct.
It was
Correct.
corporate or like a dealer?
That was a corporate store. I know where the corporate stores are at. That was a corporate store.
Damn.
That's a corporate store here. I know where all the corporate stores are for all.
And that was a
companies.
Verizon store, Alex?
Yep, a Verizon store.
Damn.
Jose, I was going to ask you, I'll let you go first with this one. 2021 and postpaid, more competitive than 2020, less competitive than 2020, or pretty much the same? What do you
It's going
think?
to be more competitive in 2021.
Oh, and I'll add this there too. Pricing, features, plans, phones, you know, what aspect of it for postpaid?
I would say plans, phones, and features.
The iPhone, you think that carries over into the
iPhones,
next year?
Samsung, LGs, mostly Samsung and iPhones, because those are the ones that are the most popular. So those are the ones that are going to be more advertised.
Right.
So yeah, it is going to be a more competitive year. Look, it's been happening. Every year it gets more competitive.
Yeah, there was a 2015, 2014. the early LTE era was bad for competition. The focus was generating money to build out the newest LTE technologies. They weren't really about competing. The only carrier that was doing anything competitive was T-Mobile. Sprint was non-competitive. They were losing, customers. AT&T, you know how they are. I mean, they just recently started to compete on any level. And Verizon, up until probably 2018, 2017, I mean, they were as bad as AT&T when it came to customer care and, a competitive marketplace. So, yeah, I agree, Jose. I think we're going to see phone deals continue, iPhone, Galaxy. I don't know, man. The plans, you said you thought plans would get competitive. You're either implying more value to the plans or
more value to the plans.
So you don't
More
think
perks.
pricing is going to change?
The pricing, I don't think it's going to change much. Maybe it might lower a little bit. Maybe 5.
Because T-Mobile, think about what T-Mobile did. They just made cheaper plans, right? They just did the essentials, which is trash access. I mean, you might as well just go and get Metro, honestly, and get free Google One storage and stuff.
You're better off just putting your number to Metro and get that $40 plan with unlimited data than get the essentials from T-Mobile for $60, which is nonsense, to be honest with you.
Yeah, go ahead, Alex. We'll go with you, bro. Go ahead, Alex.
I mean, I think it is. I think it will get more competitive, more consumer friendly. We see AT&T getting severely competitive with, what the first deal they did with the $800 off for a iPhone 8. Who's gonna give you $800 for an iPhone 8?
It's
Nobody.
Crazy, that phone brand new. That phone brand new was what, $749?
Yeah, that's how much I pay for mine. Yeah, $749. So $749, they're giving you $800 for your used phone,
and you'll be on a good network for 30 months, right?
Correct, but that's not bad though.
It's good.
That's not bad. You're still not gonna get.
You could go in there with a half broken screen, and they're gonna give you that kind of money, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So from the iPhone 8 and up, that's the iPhone 8, the 8 Plus, the 10, the 10R, the 11, the 11 Pro.
Think about a 10R. $649 when it was new, right?
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people bought them when they were $599.
Yeah,
$549.
It was actually $750 when it first started.
So there you go, bro.
Yeah, bro. So you're getting $800 for an iPhone. I was trying to convince my daughter. Today to give me her iPhone 8, and I'll give her the 11 Pro, so I could trade in her iPhone 8 for a Pro Max, for a 12 Pro Max, and I'm gonna get $700 off from AT&T for her 8. So I'm gonna get the 12 Pro Max for $23 a month, $23.33, and it's gonna be the 512 fully maxed out.
Wow.
Amazing.
Fully maxed out with AT&T.
Team Pixel, go.
The big part of me doesn't think we're going to see the real true competition until 2022. However, for 2021, I think you're going to start seeing a rebrand. Postpaid rate plans, I think pricing wise will stay the same, but they're going to rebrand it to come get your new 5G rate plans. I think that's going to be the next new big marketing push, along with the iPhone 12, the Galaxy, was it the S30? I guess is what they're going to label it as.
S21 possibly.
I've seen both S21 and S30.
Mm-hmm.
And I really think that's going to be the push moving forward of, 5G is going to be the biggest marketing thing there is in the industry for probably the next 3 years. But I think 2022 is when the competition will really start, because that's when Verizon and AT&T will get their hands on C-band. Then we're going to see next level competition.
Features.
Video caps, I believe, will go away for streaming. I think unlimited hotspots can make a comeback because the capacity will be there. As far as other bonus add-on features, I don't know. It would not surprise me at all if Verizon doesn't announce very soon, maybe Q1 next year, an exclusive Apple partnership with the Apple bundle services with your iPhone, where you can get the 2 terabytes of cloud storage and all that included with your rate plan.
I'll make a public prediction, and then no radio. You can go, and then Sebi will get you in here. I will make a public prediction. Put me on the record for this. The first carrier to deploy a 100 megahertz standalone 5G channel will deploy an unlimited tethering mobile hotspot. It might be 10 megabits, on the downlink as a max, but it'll also be a min. Like they'll give you 10 megabits per second. And I think on the uplink it'll be similar. Like it'll be 10 by 10. Like that's what they'll shoot for. But it will be truly unlimited. It will not be counted on your any type of data cap. Those will be gone. The thresholds will be gone. The only people who I think won't qualify for those types of features will be those on LTE only phones. They will not qualify. So the T-Mobile Choice and the T-Mobile One and all those people hanging on to those older plans, they won't qualify. I think that's how T-Mobile's going to do it. I think Verizon will do the same to get you on their new unlimited. Same thing with AT&T. They will keep certain people out. They will put certain people in to get them on those newer plans. Just my prediction. NR, go ahead, Bretta.
So I agree with your prediction, Sneed. But I hate to say, I think they're going to be dumb enough. All carriers are going to be dumb enough to start copying traditional cable services, and they're going to start bundling all services for deals.
They might.
They're going to start trying to get everybody to sign up for their.
They're going to say with
everybody
TV,
for their home. Everybody for their home. What I'm saying is T-Mobile starting it, but you're going to out of nowhere we're going to see Verizon come up with a streaming option because AT&T has it. Yeah, AT&T has it. T-Mobile has it.
Bro, I don't know who you are, Hinzad. I don't know why you're trying to troll, bro. But if you don't stop that BS, I never said that, bro. I don't know what is wrong with you, bro. You've been flooding my videos with these stupid comments. Hashtag form Voltron. Get this loser out of here, bro. Just get him out, bro. Get this lame out of here. I got Mod Squad in the house. Go ahead, get him out. Get this lame out of here, man. Kick rocks. NR, anything else you want to add in there?
But that's what I feel like I see coming, man. They're going to be dumb enough to do the same thing as the industry that they're trying to replace already.
Bird says, do you have a date for the no data cap rule? Like my prediction? I don't know, man. Give me
2020.
Give me end of 2022, man.
I was going to say T-Mobile's going to be first. They already have the spectrum.
Yeah, give me. Well, they need a but it has to be standalone because they can't slice up. You have to slice up the network. You get what I'm saying? So without standalone, they can't really do it.
They have the spectrum, but they're not using it.
Well, that's why I always say that. Like, as long as they're running Band 41 NSA, I'm out of the T-Mobile business of doing that. Soon as they go standalone with N41, we can have that conversation.
They spend more on advertising than their own network. Is that true or false?
I know their effort and energy goes into marketing.
Their marketing is great, though. You have to give it.
Go ahead, Sebi. Go ahead. Let's get you in here. Sebi, come on, bro.
Gone again.
Sebi.
Oh, his internet went down. He said.
Yeah, he says he has.
Sorry, like I had an issue with my mic. First it was the internet, now it was my mic. Right now I fix it.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's okay, man. All right, so we were talking about the competition in 2021. Do you think that it's going to be similar to this year? Do you think it's going to be more competitive, or do you think it's going to be less competitive?
I would say it will depend on how each company like makes their moves. For example, like I was hearing like Tim was saying that about unlimited hotspot. I think because of the capacity of millimeter wave, but also mid-band is most likely would be like a feature.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but on the rest, I would think because so far every company has been doing like some moves to increase competition, so the other copies or does it better, something around those lines. So yeah, definitely think 2021 would be like a great year, especially between competition between carriers. but also for rural customers and also for home internet and TV. Maybe also
Okay.
Spectrum and also Dish and also Comcast. It would be also going into being more competitive, I would think.
Keon, thank you for the super chat. He said they will use unlimited hotspot as an advertisement for their home internet. I'm not really sure how associated those two things are, honestly. If you're talking mobile hotspot, I mean, I personally don't think that they will do it until they get a 100 megahertz standalone channel. I'm going to stick by that. I think as long as, like, say Verizon is able to do that with C-band and AT&T likewise, you know, they're able to do something similar. And I know that T-Mobile can do it in most cases, right? In any area where they have, a nice swath of spectrum in 2.5 in these markets, they can do it. Their issue right now is going to be, can we get enough clusters of sites where they can actually do that? We've seen some issues with that's what we're seeing. We're seeing two main issues with the 2.5 gigahertz deployment. We're seeing issues in backhaul and the cost associated with upgrading backhaul. And the other thing that we're seeing is it's not propagating as far as they'd like. I think there's going to be a little bit of tweaking over the next year. They'll figure it out. I have no doubts that they will. They're going to run MIMO technology, the whole thing. But I just think it's going to take about a year. But in a year, we're going to have a really interesting and compelling conversation about the capacity that T-Mobile has in certain markets. You know, in certain markets, it's going to be tremendous. Yeah. In other markets, it'll still be spotty. Sebi, you remember when I was talking about Sandusky, Ohio? T-Mobile has 2 tower sites in that city. 2. Verizon has 9. AT&T has 6. So it makes no sense to have T-Mobile there, right? If your concern is going to be availability of network, so they're going to have to address a town like Sandusky. They're going to need a couple more tower sites, and then they're also 2.5 becomes important there because they need capacity as well. I thought that was weird when I learned that about Sandusky. They called it a 5G market, so I looked into it. If that wasn't on their mid-band upgrade list, I would have never looked. Never. Oh, and thank you for the super chat, Keon. All right, so we made our rounds. Jose, we back up in here, bro?
Yeah. My battery was dying on the other phone, so I had to change it.
Yeah, Lavendi, I'm the same way, dude. I'm all about the network.
About the super chat, I was thinking also it wouldn't make sense to advertise unlimited hotspot at home internet because unlimited hotspot it will be mostly used for people that are like on cars or RVs. So it wouldn't make sense to market it as home internet service. Also.
Yeah, Viraxium, we're seeing the growing pains of the network. Give it some time, you know.
I think what carriers might do, they might include unlimited hotspot, but like you said, the speeds might be throttled maybe to like 10 megabits per second, 20 megabits per second. They'll have a limitation at first, but then after that they'll remove that.
If you don't limit the speed on the hotspot, the network will tank.
Yeah.
The network will 100% tank. This is your LTE 5G connection is not a slice of fiber. You know what I'm saying? It is just not. Sebi, could you imagine if we looked at a root metric score for T-Mobile and let's say that the average downlink speed was 120. If they did unlimited hotspot in that market, it would get cut in half. Like the first week, like as soon as they'd advertise it, the average download speeds would go down dramatically, bro.
True. It's like coaxial. Coaxial is always shared. For example, Spectrum shares with multiple customers. That's why they have their hubs. Even other providers.
I like Starlink as a home provider. That's going to help a lot of people. Absolutely.
The customers are sharing the node. And then the node is sharing the hub with other nodes.
Right.
So the lower you,
Yeah,
the lower
but
you
that
can get
also
the
makes
amount of
it-
customers on a node, the higher throughput you can get through. And that's what
the
they're doing.
that's
Yeah.
NR. That's the only thing that's saving Verizon right now is their tower grid. Right.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, you know, if I drive around the CLE, for every 5 Verizon towers
Mhm.
is 3 T-Mobile towers. For every 5 Verizon towers is 4 AT&T towers. That's literally the ratio. But if I look at the Spectrum holdings, I mean, Verizon's bottom of the barrel in Spectrum.
Yeah.
I got T-Mobile way up here.
So what we
Way up
see-
here.
What we see, man, like in my area, like I work around the Greensboro area, and Verizon is putting millimeter wave around
Everywhere.
MDUs, multi-dwelling apartment buildings.
Yeah.
They're not putting it in any downtown areas for some weird reason.
They will. They will.
I think they're doing that because their real long-term goal for millimeter wave is actually home internet.
internet.
It's not cellular.
Yeah.
And they've already realized that. So like there's a neighborhood right in the hood in Greensboro. They have 4 millimeter wave light poles already up. And
Wow.
AT&T just snuck in there about a month ago and stuck in 1.
Yeah, they'll do that. That's what they're
Yeah.
doing out here in the CLE too. They got one, and then there'll be like 5 blocks of Verizon, and then there'll be
Yeah.
like one random 2-sector millimeter wave for AT&T. It'll
But
be a
the
C-RAN
Verizon-
site.
The Verizon's like a light pole, and that's it. And the AT&T is all fancy, like a birdhouse, you know? Like, you know? It's wild, dude. But that's what I'm seeing. They're not.
Yeah.
They're just going for around the colleges and around all the. Oh Jesus!
Yeah, anytime things get crazy, just go ahead and hit that mute button, and it's all good, bro. I was gonna say, it's pretty much, if you notice, the Verizon millimeter wave nodes will also be serving areas where they don't have the FiOS service. You know, it's kind of working.
Which is my
working
whole
closely.
state.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's
But
all.
I-
They could do like fiber all along instead of millimeter wave.
Yeah, but millimeter wave is cheaper. They can build up that millimeter wave node with $20,000.
Yep.
Oh.
See, a lot of
That's
people
more
don't
like
know
a
that.
savings.
That
Bro,
cheap, bro?
Sebby, I talked to an
Yeah.
engineer the other day.
Fiber's
He
20
told
grand a
me-
mile.
He told me that that Samsung contract that Verizon just landed for millimeter wave nodes, $17,000 for every 3-sector node setup, bro. That is cheap.
Super cheap.
That's cheaper than
How much is a tower
Very
to build
cheap.
that covers
Super cheap,
3
yeah.
miles, 2 miles? You know,
Millions.
and won't give you that capacity.
Yeah.
You know, a typical tower site's going to give you what? Everybody's going to share 250 megabits per second. You know, maybe 350.
Yeah.
You know, a millimeter wave node starts at 2 gigs. Go ahead and increase the channel bandwidth, double it, go 400 megahertz, go 800 megahertz where Verizon has it, 800 megahertz. They will do 4 gigs per second.
MIMO.
Oh, look at Carlos. He did his
MIMO,
pizzas on it. Showed it.
MIMO,
All of it's
beamforming,
MIMO.
multi-MIMO.
All of it's
Yeah.
MIMO, Sebby. Everything new is MIMO.
Though
All of it.
MIMO doesn't have multi-MIMO.
All the
Multi-MIMO
new stuff
only
is.
right now. No, right now multi-MIMO only has the 2.5, the newer Ericsson radios. MIMO. It's like it shares for more users. It's like Wi-Fi. You have more users, MIMO helps a lot with congestion.
I tried to make a millimeter wave node congested. It didn't work. I connected like all my devices to the hotspot. Each device got 400 megabits per second. It didn't. I
Of
couldn't
course.
get it congested. I don't. You know. See, and that's what I try to tell people. People send me speed tests of their 5G, and they're like, it's like 280, 350, and I'm like, good for you. Like, come and see these nodes, what they could do. It's freaking crazy. You know, Carlos is sending me screenshots of 3.8 gigs per second.
They're
You
feeding
know?
them 10 by 10 with fiber.
Yeah.
10
Yeah.
gig by 10 gig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot cheaper, man, because Comcast was trying to charge me $500 for a 7-foot, I think, no, it was like 20 feet worth of fiber to go up to my room for the box, which Verizon
Yeah, you're trying to play
didn't
you,
charge
bro.
me anything.
Yeah.
Oh, they knew
Yo,
that you had the credit cards.
I know you're getting a kick out of this, bro.
I'm serious, bro. Listen, NR, they wanted
overcharging
$500
you.
for that, right? And then they wanted to charge me $300 a month for 2 gigs down and 2 gigs up.
And that's
and they said they were covered. It was a total of It was a total of $1,000. But they said since I've been with Comcast for 10 years, they were willing to meet me halfway, and I would pay $500, and they would take the other $500.
Wow.
Overcharge.
When Verizon did it for free, Verizon came and set up their fiber for free, and now I'm getting $940 over $960.
Cox is trash. That's all I gotta say, bro. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Hashtag Cox is trash, bro. That's all I'm gonna say, bro.
We're back.
Hey,
so I
we
feel
didn't
bad
even
for people that can't get fiber. I'm gonna be honest. I feel bad for people that can't get fiber.
Stop rubbing it in, bro.
But no, I wanted to tell you this, Need. We were talking about hotspot. I speed tested hotspot, and I tweeted it out. I got 500 down on T-Mobile's hotspot on my mom's phone. Well, on my phone when I put my mom's chip in it. Remember, I was getting those speeds. I hotspotted to my iPhone 11 Pro from the 12 Pro, and I was getting 550 down with hotspot on T-Mobile.
So the next time they tell you that Cox is good, NR, you just send them here to this live stream, bro. You just show them Cox is trash, bro. Is this really happening? Chime fried. Any reason why T-Mobile is throttling videos on millimeter wave? Is that real?
I don't know. I mean, I haven't tested T-Mobile millimeter wave, to be honest.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know.
God, man. Maybe I got a little bit over here. There's some sites over
here.
It
could be. Maybe it could be because of the QSI, since you said there is tax base. Maybe because it's a tax base, it will go over it.
Then it wouldn't matter what type of speeds you're getting. That's true.
Yeah, because it's tax base.
That needs to change then. I mean, if you're going to have the network slicing has to happen soon, bro. They
it will happen.
Around. Yeah.
No, the network slicing will happen. That's a fact. Even on the normal procedures, it says over there like the estimate of maybe.
Why doesn't anybody ask Neville?
Maybe in first quarter or second quarter of 2021 will we see like network slicing?
Why doesn't anybody ask these questions to Neville Ray? Like everybody was always, hey, how's that N41 coming along? How many sites per month? How about like when are we getting a 5G network core? You know, he don't want to hear that. He's we got good people working on that, and we're making cakes and stuff. Anybody want a cupcake?
T-Mobile Tuesdays, baby.
Oh, thongs, bro. Come on.
Well, the core is there. The only thing that they need to change the QCI and the network slicing.
Yeah, they need that, bro.
Has anybody else been like in the last 2 weeks, I'm noticing different carrier aggregation, and I'm starting to not see buffering on videos when I was before, same towers.
Nice.
So
On T-Mobile?
I don't know what's going on, but I started seeing 4 carrier aggregation at the same time that I stopped getting buffering.
Which carrier?
I don't know what. See, if you look on CenterCheck Pro, you can only see the 71, the 66, and the 12. But there's a 4th one there, but it doesn't tell me what it is. But the tower does not have 41 on it. So I don't know.
What if it's a microwave signal? What if it's from another tower site?
I don't know, but I have never seen 4 carrier on T-Mobile, and I am now.
Yeah, I only get 3 carrier.
That's new. Yeah. Over here, there was messing around with carrier aggregation between band 71 as main and later band 66 as main. Right now it's band 66 as main to do M41. But I haven't seen 4 carrier aggregation here at all.
I got a screenshot of it. I'm pretty sure I still have it, but it's weird. I haven't been seeing that before.
That's new.
You said your site had what, 266, 12, and 71?
Gosh, really?
All you gotta
hear my 4-year-old going nuts in there.
Oh, so you got one of those too, huh? I got one.
Yeah, and then I got the evil teenager. Addie, really, mama? Come on now.
Look, they're making him change his room and everything. He's going to another room.
She's having a meltdown.
See, I get my video throttled all the time. What plan do you have, Kimon? I have Magenta Business, and I get throttled all the time for video.
I used to get throttled too, but out of nowhere, I'm not. I don't know what
you're getting. Yeah,
because
T-Mobile
T-Mobile One has no
One,
network management.
like T-Mobile Magenta, previous to T-Mobile Magenta, those are never throttle at
Exactly.
all. Only
Yeah.
T-Mobile
So that's what
Magenta
you
is the
have?
only plan that is like throttle.
So Sebi, you don't get throttled because you're on T-Mobile One.
Correct. Yeah.
NR, what do you have?
I'm on Magenta Plus now, but I was getting throttled until like a couple weeks ago. Like I could not play. Like supposedly I'm supposed to get 720 with the HD streaming, but out of nowhere I can play 1080 without it throttling, and I could not do that before.
Oh.
Do me a favor. The next time you get a chance, fast.com it. Tell me if you're getting 6 megabits per second.
Last time I did it, so it starts off at like 26 megabits.
Right. Where does it end?
It lowers itself down to like 5.5, 5.8.
Yeah, that's what Hector told me too.
And it wasn't doing that before. It was dropping all the way down to like 1.7, even with Magenta Plus.
What?
What?
Yeah.
That's cold.
Yeah.
Oh,
And now it's
that's
not doing it anymore. I don't know what changed, but something's going on.
Oh, that's a good change, I will say.
But-
That's a good
absolutely.
Yeah, if they take out like that troll on Magenta, that's really good. I mean, yeah, definitely.
I don't know if it's region by region, and other people may start seeing that. I don't know.
Greensboro?
You said you're Greensboro market?
Maybe.
Yep.
So I know in that area they have done a lot of upgrades because you're actually just outside of my market in Raleigh.
Yeah.
And I actually know you're RF engineer.
His name is Billy, just so you know. Go to lunch every Friday.
So you said you were getting band 71, 66, M2,
And I think it might have been 2. What it does is it bounces between 66 and 12, and then if you're in the right spot out of nowhere, you get 4 carrier, but I can't see what the 4th carrier is.
You're probably pulled from a secondary site,
Which is possible, but I've been going to that same site, and it's right by one of our offices. I've been going by that same site every single Wednesday for the last 3 years, and I've never seen 4 carrier.
Yeah, new for capacity, I'm guessing. Well, that's good because now it's giving you some usable video. That's
I wonder if it's doing it. I've seen them do 66 twice.
Yeah, I thought that too, but I wasn't certain.
Let me tell you why this is important, NR. This is important because on that trip, you're going to want to watch the SMT podcast, and you're not going to want it to buffer. So it is imperative that we get that 4th carrier in there. All right.
Just saying, keep your eyes out for a 4 carrier because apparently it's showing up.
That's awesome, bro. I'm glad.
But my complaint for the day is I know personally 3 sites that have got the N41 antennas and they are still not active.
Not on yet.
Over a month ago.
They're doing them by clusters here. They're not doing them by individual.
That's good. That's good. So it's magically going to turn on and there's going to be a ton of capacity. That's fine.
Oh, so it's like here then.
Yeah.
So in New Jersey also, like I had like for like a week. Well, no, like 2 months ago, they were testing it. I had like for a little while band 41, no M41, but M41 I got activated, but I had like a ratch problem. It wasn't connecting at all. So I only got like band 41 for like 4 days. And then I never got it again after like another month. It was activated M41 and band 41 on multiple towers.
It would make sense that it's 41 though, because it's capacity. But the thing that's interesting there is how are they getting it to reach? It's probably far away. 2.5.
They're using another carrier's upstream.
Right. That's the only way.
Just like Sprint used to do, yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure what's his name? The old Sprint chief technical officer, John Saw. He's probably like, hey, you could do this. This might work. This is what we were doing before.
Yeah.
True. Yeah, it could be.
Because I had a question for you. And even for what are we Mr. What is that? A Volkswagen? I don't want to say his name. Volkswagen.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Team Pixel. I'm sorry. No, I'm trying to be. Is that a Volkswagen though?
I know what he means. Go ahead. Alex. Go ahead.
It's a Jetta GLI.
Okay,
car, bro.
Yeah. No,
So
I like
get it
that
right.
car. My brother, my ex-brother-in-law used to have one of those. This is the crazy part that I noticed with the N41 NR, right? When I go towards east, it'll drop off faster. Like it'll only last like 2 blocks of fast speeds, and then I'll go to 50. When I go south, it'll stay for 9 blocks, giving me 300s, and then on the 10th block, it'll drop down to 7 down and 15 up. When 2 blocks before that, I was getting 190 down and like 65 up, or 350 down.
So,
I got the video. I'll record it.
I know. I've seen the video, Alex. Here's what's happening. Look at the tower site. Look at the sectors where they're facing. Okay, so where the sector where the antenna is facing, that's where you're going to get the best distance of travel. All right, so there are these things called null zones where the signal just doesn't reach because of the way that the sectors are facing and position. I live in a crap null area. All right, I figured this out because the tower site is a mile away and I get nothing.
2 sectors.
It doesn't make any sense, bro. It's band 12 and band 66, and the 66 ain't happening, Chief. You know, and it's a mile away. So I'm in that little area where it doesn't work. You know,
it's not even roaming on band 26, Sneed. Not even.
I don't
Band
see
26 is gone.
Because that's been happening to me.
Hey, I've been seeing band 26 while roaming.
Yes, it's happening.
Band 26 is supposed to be being decomped and going to dish.
Right.
No, it isn't decom. Here, band 26 is still
I'm
active.
seeing it roaming.
Oh,
Same
It's
here.
doing it. It's been doing it.
the way the panels, the
And
way the
25.
panels, the way the panels look on the
Take care,
tower,
Michael.
the way the panels look on the tower, Sneed, they're all like in the front towards my house, right? And then towards the left, they surround like a whole 360. So it makes sense because there's no panels on the right. And when I'm going east, I'm going right. There's no panels on the right side of the tower. They're only in the middle and towards the left and towards the back side.
Yeah, 3 sector. But even a 3 sector, if it's done right, should still work from that distance, bro. You're close. That's really weird.
It's you'll see the video, bro. I
I think
recorded
there's
the
more
video.
optimizations that need to happen.
Yeah, they'll optimize
I mean,
those.
if you're on an Ericsson panel, basically that signal can throw about 60 degrees off axis of the panel. If you're beyond that to the panel, it's essentially no service.
Yeah, they need to
like
Sneed
tabs.
Well, I don't know if they are using the same as Sprint, like HPUE, I think it was called, the one that makes like the range go further.
It projects. It doesn't control the width of the signal, though.
No,
that's just straight distance.
That's power. It does help with propagation. It just doesn't help with the actual footprint of the width of the signal, like Tim was saying.
Yeah.
Franco, thank you for the $5 super chat. He says they will always do clusters and will never build in bulk. Carriers are greedy. I mean, I'll take clusters over one tower site in Sandusky. You know, I mean, come on,
I got one tower site in Cary.
I had one tower site in Ashtabula.
Bruh.
So Tim,
yeah,
I'm just being honest.
Have you heard about, like, if you look at the N41 map, right? For North Carolina, it shows Clemens, Winston, and Kernersville.
Yep.
Well, as soon as they put those up, I went and tested, right? Was getting 400 plus. Same sites now can barely get 100.
What?
I don't know if
LTE or 5G?
5G. I don't know if they turned the N41 off for some reason, but there's something weird
for optimization purposes. Because I know when they bring the NSA or the LTE band 41 and the NR41, those sites they actually have to bring offline, optimize them, bring them back on. So they actually have to fully shut down the site. So they're typically doing that between 2 and 4 o'clock in the morning.
So I'm starting to believe that most of my subscribers live in North Carolina. What is going on right now? Like, where are all you people coming from?
You're 3 hours from me.
Like this is crazy. Like
he's in
Greensboro, Charlotte, Raleigh, Winston-Salem. Look at this guy. He's in Cornelius.
Yeah,
Like,
I've tested Charlotte. I've
Where's
tested Charlotte,
that?
Concord, Kannapolis. I know I tested all that area, dude. That's the
I've
first
never
place I saw
heard of
M41
Cornelius,
was
North
Charlotte.
Carolina.
Bro, we got. I mean, I'm. There's like nobody in the Cleveland area that knows I even exist. But if I go to frickin' Arizona, they're like Sneedmobile Tech, right? And I'm just like,
Well,
nobody knows.
I'll tell you one thing. So, North Carolina. So remember, I told you guys we were doing LTE home internet, right?
Yeah.
Well, do you know they told us the reason that they picked North Carolina is because it was the worst case scenario. So it might just be that because we have the worst case scenario for wireless,
Dude,
you got a lot of people interested in wireless.
So like, yo, I don't have a signal, bro. What's going on, man?
Total for the whole state of North Carolina, they only have 55% cell site saturation for the whole state. That's
Bro, look
it.
at this. Hold on, Tim. Look, here's Vanceboro. Okay.
Here's North Carolina.
Here's Wilmington.
You're 3 hours from me.
That's 3 hours.
We got Hickory.
I know where that
Hickory.
is.
Look at this. What is this? What is this?
We repping hard out here, son.
I know.
We got,
Man, you
we got
gotta-
a strong North Carolina following.
So I got to officially change the channel name. North Carolina Mobile Tech, bro. Get rid of the whole Sneed thing. I'm tripping, bro.
But yeah, the Carolinas is rough because like you can get the home internet now as a beta, but you can only get it through the website on the beta, and it's only if you're close to a site, or else you're not gonna have the capacity at all to get the minimum requirements at the 50 megabits per second.
Look, I went to North Carolina a number of years ago in the heart of the LT era. Okay, this is way before 5G. And my cousin was getting engaged in Greensboro, North Carolina. And Verizon's coverage was good. The coverage was good. It was not fast, but I don't really remember any network being fast back in 2013. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing was really fast. You know, like 20 megabits per second was like just becoming a thing. You know, it was like what, 2 carrier aggregation? Maybe XLT was just starting with Verizon.
Let me
Yeah, the
take
coverage
you
was
to just outside of Wake Forest, North Carolina, and you'll see Verizon, T-Mobile, AT&T, no coverage.
Nothing. Carolina
All three
Mobile
of them.
Tech. That's right, Connor. Carolina Mobile Tech.
ONC stands for no coverage.
CMT.
My goodness, bro. Like, what happened? My channel must have gotten recommended to like one person in North Carolina. They shared a video, and then it's just blowing up, bro. It's
It'll
like
spread. Spread like butter.
like buttons. We didn't even get to prepaid yet. Yeah, Jose. Yeah.
Glory
Okay, then. We didn't even do prepaid yet. You guys ready to do prepaid?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna start with Jose because I
Yes.
started with on the other side first. So Jose, you yourself are a prepaid connoisseur. You're very active in the prepaid market. You're always, looking out for the best services, the best deals,
Yes.
phone deals. All right. First of all, who's got the best prepaid options right now in wireless?
AT&T prepay. Well, they used to, because now they increase their prices. They used to have the $50 unlimited plus plan, and that will give you 5G access, unlimited talk, text, and then 10 gigabytes of hotspot. But now it's $60 instead of $50. They raised the price the other day.
60 is not bad though.
No, it's still a great deal. And you get 5G access, unlimited data, almost all the bells and whistles. The best deal it's a tough one, bro, because I've looked at Boost. Boost is the worst in my opinion. Metro has a great deal. You bring your own phone, it's $40 a month, and you get unlimited talk, text, and data. Also, Cricket has pretty good deals. They don't charge taxes or fees. It's hard, man. It's to be honest with you, it all depends on the coverage. I would say Cricket, AT&T, prepaid, Metro. If you have your coverage in Metro,
A lot of value in Metro.
a lot of value in Metro. Yes.
Yeah.
A lot of value in Metro. Verizon Prepay is getting better because now they got the loyalty discounts. If you stay with Verizon Prepay after 10 months,
$10.
you can save up to $15.
Yeah.
With the loyalty discount program, and you can get unlimited data for up to for $55.
Yeah, it's pretty good for the Verizon coverage. That's very good.
Yeah, it's very good. And to be honest with you, actually, the best value is visible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing can be visible. Yeah, that's to me, that's hands down the best.
If you can run a VPN, like a really good one, like pay the monthly fee, pay the annual fee for a really good, like TorGuard, VPN Express, or whatever the best ones are right now. Windscribe. Yeah, sure. Get the best one. $5-10 a month for the VPN. If you're paying $25 on a party pay for visible, you're still at $35 and you're going full throttle. You know, I know the 480p video, you'll bypass it. Like you're talking about
I've been able to watch 1080p on visible.
Some people say that. Yeah. Some people have been telling me that. Thanks, Alex. Appreciate the super sticker, bro. Thank you.
Welcome, bro. No, but I wanted to throw in something real quick that Jose forgot. When you switch over to Metro, you don't only just get the $40 plan. You get a $200 gift card as an incentive. That's a MasterCard.
So that's a new promo, right?
It's been out. I noticed it since August, so it's been out for a couple of months.
Online.
So I didn't know that.
Yeah,
it's online exclusive. Yeah, it's online. So I activated my line online when I switched over, and I got the $200 gift card. I'm gonna get it in 90 days. You know how the companies do it. 90 days. You gotta have service for. And you get the $40 unlimited plan. So it's a win-win situation. You either bring your phone. If you bring your phone, you get the gift card, whether you get a new number or not. But to get the $40 plan, the incentive is that you have to switch from another carrier.
Yeah, a port. Yeah.
A port. But the $200 bonus is not required port.
Where you at with prepaid?
I would say it's like it depends on the coverage, like Jose said, because it has been the same. It hasn't been any major changes like in postpaid in terms of changes to like saying that this is better than the other, especially in value or etc. So like visible is the best in terms of price, but also it only has like Verizon LTE. That's the thing that you should look at for. If you have like LTE coverage, because if your area has like 3G or 1X, you won't have any service at all.
Sure.
For example, there are also other alternatives. If, for example, you're looking for only calls and texts, you don't care about data. There's like the Text Now SIM card. I don't know if you have heard of it, Sneed.
I have. It's a free service essentially, isn't it? Right?
Yeah. It's a free service, but you get like calls and texts for free.
Right.
That's practically for anyone who wants like calls and texts and doesn't care about any data.
And then I hear the same thing out of like the $10 plan from Dish, the T-Mobile Connect. You know, that's another one that's like that.
Yeah.
I want to say TracFone has some similar ones.
Yeah, TracFone has some similar. Also, Mint with their changes, especially on their plans, that are really good, especially if you're looking for cheap options.
But those carriers don't really compete. They're just bottom of the barrel. You pick it. You know, there's no real, like, you can't, once you squeeze a lemon, you can't really squeeze it again.
Those are for people that don't use a lot of data. That's
right.
True.
That's the target.
True. Though the thing about the difference between those would be customer service.
Sure.
Mint so far is the best in customer service in terms of those options.
Team Pixel, could you comment on anything prepaid? I mean, we can open this up to anything. Feature, value, network access, capacity, allowances, you know, any features or add-ons. I mean, all that counts.
As far as price goes, probably the T-Mobile Connect plan, what little bit I messed around with prepaid, would probably be the best value. You get two options, $15 plan or a $25 plan. One gives you 2 gigs of data. The other one gives you 5. That's a great way to get people started. If you want to do the unlimited on the T-Mobile side, you can do the $50 one, they get you unlimited everything. And then I know if you do 3-month services up front, which would be $150, you can get a free phone.
Do you guys, and Kayla brings up a good point. I've always looked at prepaid this way. The moment you go into value proposition, it's like milking ants. It really is.
There's no money in prepaid.
Like, I want you to go to an anthill, grab as many ants as you can, and go ahead and try to milk them. Let me know how that turns out for you. That's how I view prepaid sometimes,
It is. But outside of that, I don't pay attention to prepaid. I don't get paid for prepaid. It's literally a waste of my time to do prepaid.
Do you really want prepaid, sir? Because I got some great deals on postpaid.
Basically.
Yeah, true.
You don't want prepaid, dog.
I mean, literally, I'll put you this way. I can ring you out on the unlimited plan, which you pay after taxes $53. You know what I make?
$3.
$1.
So you can't
basically make $1.
Whopper. You can't even put cheese on the Whopper from that transaction.
I can't even pay for the bun.
Dang. McChicken's like $1.50 now, bro.
That's how
King
worthless prepaid is. Like it doesn't pay you anything. It's literally a waste of time.
Yeah, man. I really do think prepaid's gotten to the point where there's nothing left in it. It probably should go to an all online model. Sending SIMs in the mail, all activations virtual and online. Get it away from retail stores that have to pay rent. Seriously. Just to help, because if the business is like we're living in a pandemic era, we're looking at cost savings. People are trying to reduce overhead, and if you could do that, you might be able to retain some jobs. I'd rather move prepaid to a consolidated operation than postpaid retail operators to fire people and lay people off. Yeah, SoFax says cheese.
You're saying that to have everything online, right, Sneed?
What's that?
You're saying to move the prepaid exclusively online, right?
Except at dedicated corporate stores like a Cricket store, for example. They can dedicate all things accessories, all their plans, all their their customer service agents are there. But I'm talking about, like, I look at how Visible is doing it, Jose.
Yes.
It works.
Yes.
True.
Especially if, like, 20 years from now, Jose, tell me the truth, bro.
Yes.
With the baby boomers likely being minimized, I don't want to say it any meaner than that, okay? With baby boomers being minimized, I don't want to say it any meaner than that, okay? Do we really need customer care in stores?
No.
Nope.
Because I'm comfortable doing everything online. You are. Okay, how old are you, Jose?
39.
See? Anar, how old are you?
31.
See, we're in the same boat. We're all kind of in that same era where we are comfortable on Twitter DMs. We are comfortable in chats and apps. The 59, 61, 65, who is accustomed to going into a store for cellular needs, they're not really into that. But 20 years from now, yeah. I mean, the life expectancy is like 81. So
I guess if you look at it this way, if companies are willing to make the compromises and make it cheaper for customers, then that's the only reason I like Visible. I ain't gonna lie. I like talking to a person on the phone. I don't really like texting somebody, but due to the fact that I'm only paying $25 a month, it doesn't bother me. It does not bother me.
Thank you.
If you make it affordable for the people, even the common person's need, you make it affordable for them, they'll take the compromise of not being able to talk to customer care on the phone and just, email them or whatever you need to do with that certain company. They'll take the compromise because they feel like they're getting a bargain.
That's not always.
Thank you, Frank, for the super chat. Real quick, Sebby, just 1 second. I want to thank it. I just want to thank him for the super chat. Mint Mobile has the best value in prepaid. Just sucks that they're on the T-Mobile network, bro. Some people like the T-Mobile network. It works good for them. I also want to say, where did I see it? Sean, you are the youngest looking 50 I've ever seen in my life. Whatever you're doing, bro, teach me how to do that. All right. I don't know how you're doing it, bro. Good for you. And for anybody out there that's in their 50s and you're comfortable working online, you're the anomaly. I see people in their 50s all the time flipping out about they're like, I have to download Twitter to speak to a customer care agent. Now I'm not doing it. Like you guys are here on the Sneed Mobile Tech live stream. You're different. You're like a 5%er. You're like a 10%er. The rest of them, the 90% or so, they're tripping. They don't want to do any of this. They would never be caught dead on here. They don't want to learn anything. Nope. You know, they're still drinking their coffee out of the same cup from 1983. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to change nothing, bro. I guarantee you, there is a guy, you know, born in 1958 right now with the same pair of underwear from 1970 because that was his year. You know what I'm saying? Christ. Seriously, because it was a good year for him. You know what I'm saying? That stuff does exist. I'm serious, bro, because I have coworkers that are in their 50s and they come to me and they hand me their phone and I'm like, what do you want? What? They're like, I don't know how to use this app. I'm like, tap on it. You know, I'm like, come on, seriously. So people that do know and are tech savvy, you're here. People that don't need to be here are here hanging out, learning more about tech. And then other people that aren't here, they really should be learning something. But all right, go ahead, Sevi. Go ahead. Give it to him, bro. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. About compromise it depends on the compromise, to be honest. Like, for example, it is possible that some people might say, I pay 20, I don't mind if I have some issues with it. But others will be going against customer support. Like, try to get some incentive out of that, or because of the issues, or simply leave that practically visible in case in your example for someone else that has a better customer service. It all depends, to be honest.
I mean, I think like I look at what Visible did. You know, they've got an app, they've got chat representatives, they have Twitter, with DMs. Yeah. That seems to be working for them.
Yeah.
Whatever it's like. What's that, NR?
At what age is their user base, though?
It's pretty young.
So they alienate the other base. That's the gray area, It's
yeah.
Well,
I mean, you can't hunt for something that isn't there. If 90% of your consumer base is comfortable texting as their primary form of communication, they could handle online customer care. I guess you just have to ask somebody, what's your primary mode of connection or communication? If they say calling, you're not going to get them on a chat for customer care.
But I'll tell you, like the whole pandemic situation really changed a lot of the older people's needs for data.
Yeah.
It really did. And they don't, I see it every day. They signed up for the plan that only has a couple gigs, and now they want to video chat their grandkids all the time, and they can't.
Yeah. Well, they're learning. They're learning.
They're discovering that they need it. Yeah. It's coming, man.
I could see a world where some people start to move backwards because they're sick of connectivity. Like, it's an over connectivity. Like, there are moments where I literally start uninstalling certain apps from my phone. Like, do you know what Discord is, NR? Okay, so Team Pixel, Sebi, Jose, you guys know Discord too, I think. I'm not sure if Alex
I had it, but I removed it.
Okay. Bro, there's so many notifications on Discord. I had to delete it. And I host one.
I didn't get notifications, but when I saw all the messages that were popping up, I was like, nah, I don't like this stuff, bro.
It's crazy.
So many kids, bro. It's like
you have to mute the notifications, to be honest. You have the option as well.
Yeah, I think they don't want to be notified about everything. If they want something, they want to find it. They want to look for it themselves.
I only downloaded it because one of my buddy game streams and he chats in Discord.
Yeah.
And I have no use for it.
I don't like Discord, bro. I host a Discord and I have really good moderators. Sebi, I think you're one of them, right?
Nope.
No, you're not one of my mods, bro.
You get so big, you don't even know who runs what.
Bro, Jose, are you one of my mods
Where?
on Discord?
No,
I don't use Discord, bro.
I
deleted it, bro.
I know Greg is.
Carlos.
I know
and
Greg is.
Hideika,
Greg, Pete.
Greg.
How is
Yeah.
Hideika a mod? Really?
Yeah, Hideika is a mod on the Discord.
I must have been drunk, bro.
Also Stoic. Yeah.
Oh my god, I gotta figure that out. Oh, yeah. Ron is probably.
Yeah, Ron. Yeah.
At least I did a couple decent things, bro. I'm tripping, bro. Barry, reach out to me on Patreon. I'll get you the Discord link. It's got to go through Pete. He's the moderator for that, for the invite. We were getting trolls, bro, and it was that's the whole thing, bro. You know, people get to trolling and making fake accounts, and then you got to smack them upside the head with a frying pan. You know, it's ridiculous.
But also, if you want to, you could put like the server to send notifications only if they are mentioned, so nobody else gets notified for every single message.
2 reasons why I didn't go back on Discord, Sebi. You ready?
Yep.
Number 1, people asking me for advice about what carrier to have. I don't have that answer for you, and I don't even want to think about it, okay? How are people going to ask you what carrier they should have? You got 3 choices. Pick one, all right? and the other thing was that whole situation with the trolls, bro.
True.
You know, I'm like, I live in the real world, Sebi. Real human beings, bro. Skin, bones, you know, people like that really actually exist. And those people on there, they hide behind these fake names. It's like they're not real people. So it's crazy, bro.
We don't need that, bro. We don't need that.
True.
Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, man. I hit him upside the head with frying
It's like clutter, bro.
Barry,
Like
there you go.
It's clutter.
Barry, right here. SMT Discord at protonmail.com. Holla at your boy.
What's up, Pete?
All right. I got a video that's going on Patreon tonight. So I'll be posting that shortly, probably in like the next hour or so. Boost Mobile is done. You are if you cannot look at Boost Mobile the same way it used to be. So what Dish did when they took over Boost Mobile, they got away from the urban unlimited carrier approach. Cricket, Metro, they're not that anymore. They're now a bargain smartphone access company because they don't own and operate their own network. They have an MVNO deal with T-Mobile, and in order for them to make the most money, they have eliminated the real unlimited by DPRIO. They've gone to a hard throttle after 35 gigs. So what that did was that made their operations cheaper. So in other words, instead of making $12 a month on unlimited, they're now making $17. It was more meaningful for them to make more per customer than to have more customers. They literally lost 250,000 subscribers this quarter. That is absurd. For a prepaid company that only has 9 million subscribers to lose 250,000 subscribers, they'll be bankrupt in 5 years.
That's how Dish runs everything, sir.
So not to play spoiler, but that's the type of stuff you're going to be hearing about in this video on Patreon is they're just not the same company. Boost Mobile is now in a true MVNO and not just the prepaid arm of Sprint. Right? Before it was basically Sprint's prepaid. Now it's a true MVNO where they have to pay for network access. And unfortunately, if you are a Boost customer and you're looking for the real market competitive unlimited, you have to look at Cricket or Visible or Metro. You've got to go elsewhere. They're not going to give it to you anymore. I mean, they don't care if you're like grandfathered and you've been with them since 2014. They don't care. They don't offer that plan anymore.
I don't think they don't care if you've been with them since like 2007 when Boost first came out.
Dish has owned the company since July. That's all that matters to them, you know.
So one big thing with carriers, and I know this is going to crush everyone's soul, in most cases, tenure doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. with any of them. Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile. You could be with T-Mobile 20 years. Same thing with Verizon or AT&T. You're going to be treated exactly the same. You're not getting an extra deal. It just is what it is.
Actually, if you are another company's customer, they will treat you well for 1 hour to get you to switch. Then you are now their existing customer, and they will treat you like crap. You have 1 hour to enjoy yourself as a new customer.
Cool.
Call me a liar, no radio. Tell me I'm lying.
I agree, brother. I agree, bro.
You're better off being a new customer every month. Literally, like switch your carrier every month to be new. Just leave.
True.
Brave.
It's true, to be honest.
Yeah.
But could they be profitable if they operated any
Though
other?
some exceptions have been said before, also depending of the representative.
If you get a hold of a good rep that cares, you'll get somewhere.
Okay,
Yeah.
put a percentage.
Do you know how few and far those are in between?
1%.
1%.
Exactly.
1 out of every 100 is decent.
1 out of 1,000.
I didn't even know they had 1,000. You know, they got like 17 reps for the nation.
Man, overseas dudes, man. Come on now.
Oh yeah, bro. The best is when you got like Gurpreet telling you his name is Edward. You know, I'm like, come on, bro. You know your name ain't Edward, bro. I'm ethnic too. You know what I'm saying? I know what your name is. It ain't Edward. You know.
Dude, there's a video out there of a guy from customer service overseas, and you can hear chickens in the background.
Yeah. Well, actually,
wait, it is at the Linus Tech Tips. The video? Oh, yeah. It was like roosters.
Yeah. That's a call center.
Yeah, bro. The other thing to that is now with everybody working from home, you hear everything. I mean, you got dogs barking is like an easy day. You know, I heard one guy like yelling at somebody, and I'm just like, are they okay? Like, are they gonna make it? You know, like I thought somebody was gonna, you know, we weren't gonna be around anymore, man. The only thing I'm gonna say is when you're hosting a Zoom call, please remember to put clothes on. I've heard of that, bro. I've heard of that.
And if you work from home, stop freaking scheduling trouble calls for your internet while you have to work. Please.
Oh, is that what they're trying to do?
Oh, are you going to have to disconnect the internet to fix it?
Yeah, come on now. Yeah, they're tripping, dog. Yeah. I mean, that's they want no downtime, right? They don't want it down for 5 minutes, bro.
Rewire the house, but don't touch the wires.
Well, what do you guys recommend? Just do mobile hotspot? Like you ask them, can you get connected that way?
I'll offer my hotspot sometimes.
Oh man, you're going above and beyond.
Or my meter, my actual meter I use, I can actually hook it directly to a tap and set up a router outside and use the meter to feed the router to give them service while I work on their line. But
that's right.
I'd rather not.
Right.
I'd rather not.
That's just adding more work and adding more trouble. And if something happens, they're on you.
Yeah.
Right.
Makes sense. But that's going further beyond, to be honest, which is good.
It's crazy. Pete, come on, bro. That's classic, Pete. He's probably like ahoy every time he hears one. Oh man, what else, guys? What else, man? What else we got to cover? Anything else we got to know about prepaid?
I didn't get to speak on prepaid.
Go ahead.
So, from my experience, AT&T prepaid is probably the least prepaid plan you can have.
Yeah.
If you catch them at right times, they run random deals where they do the $65 plan for $45 with auto pay. And I used to pull 80, 90, 100 gigs off of them on prepaid with no slowdowns, no buffering. Can't say that for any of the other.
Yeah, that's true. So have you guys ever heard of Kosher Wireless?
No.
Nobody has. I used Kosher Wireless for a month. It's an AT&T MVNO. I used 380 gigs that month on that line. No slowdowns ever. 200 megabits all over the CLE, bro.
Jesus Christ.
Hotspot and everything, bro. 20, 30 gigs of hotspot. Kosher wireless, dog. AT&T MVNO. This was this is probably like January, February of 2019. Absolutely tremendous access, bro. And that's because obviously AT&T has good capacity in the CLE. But what I'm saying is they appear to be the type of network where if it's available, you can get it.
Which is why I wonder how Cricket even survives, because their pricing isn't. If you only need one line, their pricing isn't even competitive with AT&T's regular prepaid.
Because when they're running promos, you're right. But on a standard rate, Cricket's cheaper.
But I'm saying you get that 8 megabit limit.
Sure. 8 megabits.
Yeah, the 8 megabit limit.
Oh, they got a plan. They had a plan that was 3 megs.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's not really competitive. It's like, why would anybody why would any single line person even think about Cricket if AT&T's off prepaid is better, same price?
Bro,
it's insane.
I had somebody arguing with me on my live stream saying, you can't speak for me. 3 megs is fast enough for me. I don't need 8. I don't need 10. I don't need 15. I'm not using it. I'm like, why are you on my live stream for? What are you doing on my live stream?
Good point.
Yeah,
like I'm serious. He got me mad. He got me cursing on my live stream, bro. Because I'm like, what are you doing on my live stream? You're saying 3 megs. We're talking about really fast internet. We're talking about 5G. That means you don't care about none of that. Because if you're satisfied with 3 measly megs, that means you don't care about improving no technology. Bro. Oh, I don't care about that. Then what are you doing here?
You guys want to laugh? There is a guy. He used to come on here. I think he's been banned like 3 times, bro. I let him back in. He started acting up again. I had to kick him out again. All right. His name is M Ball. I even remember this fool. MB or M Ball. You'll see him around.
Oh yeah, M Ball.
Okay.
Yeah.
This guy told me that I'm the reason networks are congested because I don't use Wi-Fi.
I remember those comments,
bro.
Yeah.
Listen. The national networks, bro, they're in bad shape because of Sneed Mobile Tech, bro. You know, look at this, bro. Look at NR. Look what he just did, bro. He's covered his face with his hat, bro. Look at this. He's embarrassed for that guy. See, Pete, I told you, bro. This dude, he blamed me for the congestion issues on all wireless providers networks. It's my fault. He told me to get on Wi-Fi, stop using 720p video. He blamed me for everything, bro.
Yeah, I remember.
360 was good enough. 360 video was good enough.
I guess he's going to come for me because I've used over 400 gigs so far this month.
Bro, I have like 4 lines of service, and I think my Verizon one maybe 300 gigs. AT&T one's about 400. My Visible is about 200. The T-Mobile one is the one I use the least because it doesn't work in my house really. So that one's like 50 gigs. So I literally use like 1 terabyte to 2 terabytes of data every month. I don't use Wi-Fi, bro. Have you NR? You saw what my Wi-Fi problem is. I don't use Wi-Fi, bro.
Oh god.
I am on the same boat. I'm technically using T-Mobile as Wi-Fi.
You abuser. You are a network abuser.
That'd be you causing all the chaos.
I'm snitching. I'm telling Papa Ray.
You're abusing the network, Stevie. It's your fault.
Stevie is abusing the network. That's why we're not getting
if I had fiber, like Alex, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing right now. But I don't have that option.
Bro.
To be honest, I'm doing with it because I'm cost saving. To be honest.
I used, between me and the wife, 936 gigs on LTE last month.
Jesus Christ.
Wow. Well,
yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's much. That's a lot.
I don't have fiber, but my service works great.
You got coax?
Coax for about a mile and a half. Then it's fiber.
So you got
I got
fiber.
I got Spectrum here.
So technically, if you have Spectrum, you have fiber. It's just not at your house.
Correct.
Yeah.
When will it be? When will it be fully fibered?
There's no need, to be honest. DOCSIS 4 is going to be symmetrical 10 gig by 10 gig, dude.
from the fiber?
No, with coax on last mile.
That's pretty good. That's a nice little upgrade, dude.
We're
When
talking
do we
about-
when do we expect that? When do you?
Man, nationwide, you
2022?
probably got 2 more years before you're looking at something like nationwide. But the point is, the average consumer doesn't need 10 gig down. They don't even need 1 gig down. Dude.
I do. Yes, I do.
All they need is a low ping and service that doesn't turn off.
Bro, why you gotta tell me what I need, bro? Why you
Just
gotta tell?
telling you? It's the
What
truth.
if I want to run a server, bro?
Yeah, there you need like fiber.
See?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can show you some of these commercial properties that ain't running fiber and running all kinds of servers.
I was gonna say Steve's trying to be the next Google here.
Yeah, he's trying to be the next Google.
Right, bro. Yeah.
No, but in terms
bro.
of servers, it depends. It also depends on how much you want to spend.
What I really need, NR, and everybody out there, what I really need is better upload. That's what I really need. The downlink is really there from most providers. 90% of people have more than enough downlink. But the uplink is atrocious, bro. Why does somebody have 100 meg downlink, but then they're being throttled to 10 on the uplink? Go ahead and run 2-3 connections on Zoom meetings. That 10 megs is done, bro. It is done.
But what it is on DOCSIS, you only have between 17 megahertz and 52 megahertz for upstream.
It's ridiculous.
But it's going to be extended to 280 megahertz in most operators. So you're going to have multiple OFMD 192 megahertz chunks. Each one of those chunks can do 3 gig.
Now we're talking.
Without the fiber.
No, that's better.
So that's what I'm saying. So yeah, fiber sounds good, but if you think about a company that has thousands of miles of coax already deployed, they're not going to throw it away. They're going to ride it out, and they're going to slowly push the fiber closer and closer and keep splitting nodes until they can get down all the way to the house. But if you look at a company like Spectrum, they're not going to roll out $20,000 per mile fiber optic when they can get the same speed without it.
True.
Yeah, I was going to say my ping right now on Spectrum.
True, it wouldn't make sense. Yeah.
A couple years ago, DOCSIS 3.1 didn't exist and 4.0 didn't exist. So coax has not been maxed out yet. It's just new technologies making coax faster.
It's good.
So I'm getting right now 450 down by 25 up on Spectrum, and my ping is 6 milliseconds.
That's really good.
That means you're really close to the node. So you're only on cable for like maybe 2,000-3,000 feet, and then you're jumping right on fiber. That's the reason why your ping's so low.
I think I know where it is. If it's where I think it is, it's literally under 1,000 feet from my house.
Yep, and it's going to keep getting closer. That's the point.
Which is good.
So don't count coax out yet, because it's still getting faster. It ain't slowing.
Yeah, but up until these last couple,
everything gets
innovations,
faster. To be honest, fiber, coax, satellite.
Yeah, but up until these last couple innovations with 3.1 and 4.0, coax was trash compared to fiber.
True.
Because the big push, bro. Listen, no matter what you tell me about coax, fiber is still better. It's just cost. It's just
what I'm saying is, okay, so you have to look at fiber just like you look at millimeter wave. It's not everywhere.
Oh yeah, you're right.
It's not. Yeah. That's the point.
Yeah.
People don't have access to fiber like that.
Well, here's what I learned. Sometimes, just based on necessity, you just have to make something pre-existing better, as opposed to developing something new.
Exactly.
Right. So what that does is it actually makes the technology more efficient as opposed to making a new technology.
Exactly.
Right. So
protecting your investment by not throwing away the initial investment.
Sure.
True.
So they can figure out a way to build the fiber without throwing away the coax on their way. That's what they're all doing. Everybody's doing that.
And then when the coax goes bad, you replace with fiber and
yeah. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're gradually moving that way, but it's not necessary to make that investment up front.
I can honestly say that Verizon doesn't own coax, bro. My friend in Florida works putting fiber for Verizon. They don't own. They never own coax.
Verizon is not a legacy cable provider. They didn't start off with all
new. Yeah, that's true.
That's what I'm saying. See, if you have nothing, it's not easier to build all fiber. But when you already have an investment, you don't throw it away.
Oh yeah, no, that would be a waste of money.
Exactly.
Look at what I'm pulling right now. I got a 9 ping, 813.93 down, and 960 up.
Yep.
960 up. So that's straight fire.
Here's what a lot of people
that I talk to. I'm sorry, go ahead, Sneed.
What I was gonna say is what a lot of people don't want to hear, and I really feel strongly about this. If Dish Network got the correct investment, they were able to generate the money for the build out. They're starting from scratch. They are not tied down to any pre-existing legacy technologies and legacy infrastructure. They could start completely cloud native, completely open RAN. They are starting a greenfield standalone 5G network. They can win 5G that way, but they need money. And if they have that and they execute properly and intelligently and they scale correctly, they can actually have an easier time making a fast 5G network than Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile, especially T-Mobile. T-Mobile is actually going to have the hardest time making a fast 5G network because they have to change a lot of their backhaul configurations.
Yep.
That's what's going to be hard for them. It's going to be expensive. Sure. And they're going to have to change their tower density grid. It's got to be bigger. They need more tower sites, and that's the most expensive part of the tower is building the damn thing from the very start. Going from bottom to the top. It's expensive. You know, you got people estimating tower sites costing $1 million.
Yeah.
Why do you think Neville keeps talking about lasting a signal 65 miles? He's terrified of the prospect of building a tower site every 3 miles. That's scary to him. He's like, how am I going to do that with $9 billion a year? How am I going to do that?
But that's like RF says, you know, it's not fair to compare Verizon, which started brand new with fiber. That's the same thing with Dish. But this is what I want to know. If Dish reportedly, I think you even reported on this, they got Bank of America and Chase, and even Wells Fargo, the 3 biggest banks in the United States, to back them up with worth trillions, because I've done my research. Chase is worth 5.5 trillion. Wells Fargo is worth 2.5 trillion, and Bank of America is worth 3.5 trillion. What are they doing? You got the biggest banks in the United States backing you up, ready to front you some money. What is it that Dish doesn't want to give these banks in order to get this rolled out? Because the articles are already there.
So the Dish issue is Dish doesn't have assets. Okay, AT&T has assets. That's why they'll never lose. Okay, if you look at the assets to debt ratio, Verizon is winning, AT&T is winning, T-Mobile's not winning, and Dish is not winning. T-Mobile's going to try to they're going to try to force the issue with T-Vision and home internet. That's going to help them, but they don't own, they don't own anything. They have a wireless network, and that is all. AT&T owns companies. AT&T has Time Warner. AT&T has media. They have a lot of stuff that they own. They own fiber. They operate their own fiber. The same thing with Fios and Verizon. And, Verizon, they're part of AT&T. That was one of the baby bells. That's why when we look at Dish, we have to look at them from a different scope. And that's why they have to do things differently. And the same thing could be said about T-Mobile. That's why they have to do things differerly.
But then, Steve, why come out with a report saying that they got the backing of Bank of America and Wells Fargo and Chase?
He says that. Charlie Ergen says that.
No, I know. But why say that if that's not true is what I'm trying to say.
It might or might not be true, but how much are they willing to front him? That's the thing, bro. If they say, we'll give you $1 billion, what's $1 billion, bro? Verizon spends 18 of those a year. T-Mobile is going to do 9-10 billion this year.
Hey,
yeah.
Do these guys know what we learned earlier this week on Dish?
Yeah, they do. I think. No.
So Dish is only projected to do one market in 2021 with 5G. That is it. One market.
Wow. One market?
Let me tell you guys. Let me tell you guys. I know where it's going to be. It's going to be freaking Littleton, Colorado, wherever their headquarters are. It's going to because Charlie's not going to want to leave. All right, he's just like Mike Sievert. He's just like Eugene. He don't want to leave the house. Is it safe to come out yet? Are they gone? Did they leave? All right, sweaty armpits. Listen, man. The thing about Dish is they know they have an MVNO agreement for 7 years with T-Mobile. They also know that they have a certain cutoff point in 2023 to have a certain amount of the network built out. But here's the thing. If they strike a deal with Verizon or AT&T and say, take our spectrum assets and launch and transmit the signal from your towers, and we will both have access off of this, they can meet their requirements, and the FCC can't say nothing to them.
Wow. That would be a win-win situation for them.
No radio. You mean to tell me that Charlie wouldn't make a deal with Verizon and say, here, broadcast this AWS 4?
That wasn't disagreement. That was me going, wow. I just, boom.
Because think about the tower grid. Verizon's the only company that has 70% of the country covered in LTE.
Yeah.
AT&T's at 68 and T-Mobile's at 62. Literally, and all they would have to do is say, we'll give you the antennas, you install them, transmit this signal. We want reciprocal roaming on your network, you get roaming on our network. We got ourselves a full-scale network. They'd never have to own their own sites. They'd never have to build anything.
Has it ever been done before?
Over in Rakuten, they're doing that. Over in Japan.
Okay.
Everything ORAN, Verizon's going to be thrilled. They would do it. You could scale. You could network slice. They're going to have all that technology with VMware. They're going to have all that technology with Mavenir and
Nokia.
Fujitsu and Nokia. Yeah, dude, they could do it.
Sure.
Imagine if Verizon innovated the millimeter wave side and the 5G side and the network core. Meanwhile, they're doing all the network slicing. It could work. It's going to be open RAN, so anything goes.
Yeah.
True. But it will depend on Charlie Ergen then.
That's a big factor, bro.
It is a real big factor.
Charlie Ergen's all in with the poker chips, bro.
Dude, Charlie Ergen, worst CEO I ever worked under, bro. I don't trust him. Don't trust him, bro.
Caleb says the same thing.
I worked for him for 3 years, dude. Don't trust him.
You know he had his own TV
I gotta
show.
cut this one short and hop off.
All right, Tim. See you, man.
All right, Tim. Take care,
Later, y'all.
man.
See ya.
So if you guys remember, Dish was trying to buy Sprint before.
Really?
People don't remember that. I was working there then. They were already telling us in meetings that they were buying Sprint, and it fell through.
I could tell you what year it happened. That was like 2011.
Yep.
Oh no.
I was at Dish then.
I wasn't.
Now let's backtrack to that time. Why did he want Sprint? Why did he want Sprint? And he could have had Sprint. Actually, he had Sprint.
He was too cheap, bro.
Bro, he actually had them. He backed out.
Because somebody else outbid him, and then they backed out later, from what I remember.
And then he was supposed to. He should have been contractually bound to that. How did he slither his way out of that?
He's Charlie Ergen, bro.
I bet you he paid $1 billion penalty. I bet you he did. I bet you he paid a penalty.
That's a dirty bastard, bro. Hate to tell you, bro.
I bet right now you regretted doing that, bro.
Like a reptile, a lizard.
I don't trust him.
Damn.
You know what
they built.
Ultimately think he's gonna end up doing? He's gonna try to sell to either Comcast or Amazon.
That's what I've been thinking the whole time.
He can't.
Amazon is interested.
He can't for 3 years. He can't sell Spectrum for 3 years, but he could lease it. That is in the DOJ agreements. So he can't sell Spectrum, but he could lease it. The FCC is also in there. It has to go through them, and they can't sell to a big operator for 7 years.
But how about if that big operator is willing to pay the penalty, though, Sneed?
Bro, they can't get along with T-Mobile. Come on, Sebi. They can't even do a Spectrum lease agreement.
I mean, if they need the money, they have to. If they cannot do it with AT&T or Verizon.
Most likely scenario: a 5G network from Dish or a sellout in 3 years.
Sellout. I'll say a sellout. I say they're going to sell to either Comcast.
Okay.
Or
I would say because since Dish is going to do Open RAN and Open RAN is supposedly to be more cheap, I would bet they will make some of the network. not all of it. But
So
I would say there will be some progress in terms of that.
Should I make a video and title it "Dish is not a thing"? Dish wireless is not a thing.
Yeah.
Depends on you, Sneed. I mean, I would hope that Dish they will like succeed in wireless, especially because of O-RAN. O-RAN is something new and something that will help a lot.
Okay, but I want to know this: what scares T-Mobile about Comcast owning the spectrum and creating their own mobile service and getting away from piggyback riding and paying Verizon as the MVNO for their mobile service called Xfinity Mobile? What scares T-Mobile about that? Or even Amazon? What scares T-Mobile about Amazon being able to purchase Dish and the spectrum and rolling out their mobile service?
Amazon would be like Google. It would be limited. Google Fi has been limited. Google Fiber even has been limited. Amazon will be limited as well by the government, so it would make sense.
Amazon has money as a bank. They're worth $1.5 trillion.
Google has also money. Like, come on.
No, but that's different. Alvin, you don't understand. They're owned by a third party. They're owned by Alphabet. They're owned by a third party.
So
Amazon,
Google owns.
They're not owned by a third party.
Alphabet owns Google. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Alphabet owns Google, so that's somebody else owns them, so they can't. It's whatever Alphabet says. Amazon is Amazon. That's it. End of story. So if they want,
Amazon's not in the business.
Money.
Amazon's not in the business of having a nationwide network for consumer wireless. Their end game would be having a network for their web services, for Twitch, for
like
all this other stuff, right?
It
would be for inventory. It would be for operations. It wouldn't be about reselling it to No Radio, Jose, Sebi, and Sneed.
I don't need it. Then.
I'm still surprised Amazon hasn't jumped into bed with one of the providers yet as an investor.
Why? They're in with Verizon actually. Amazon Web Services with Twitch.
Well, web services, but I mean, as far as like investment in the network itself,
right?
No.
I think there's a little fear of antitrust there. I think they know something we don't, obviously.
Yeah, it's like Google. Google Fiber has been really limited. It had great potential, but it's really limited.
See, the biggest problem. So North Carolina, Google Fiber tried to go into Orange County and Durham County.
They didn't let them, did they?
Well, they let them, but the issue that kept happening is that there's no easement room for them to even put their equipment in. So they filed a lawsuit against Time Warner a few years ago that they wanted Time Warner to lift their equipment higher on the poles because they have to have a minimum height requirement to hang it. And they ended up getting it passed that Time Warner had to do like 88 poles. And then Time Warner found some roundabout way to get out of that. So there was nowhere on the pole for Google. So then they tried to go on the ground.
That's more expensive. Yeah, so what he's talking about, we've seen this in a lot of places. He's frozen like a mug, man.
Got skunked for a little bit.
Yep, that's that Chernobyl right there, boy. All right. Cesar, thanks for the super chat. What about Apple? I could see Apple buying Dish. Nah, dude. Nah, I don't think Apple wants to get into
Apple.
I don't see Apple doing that.
No, but they're like trying to invest maybe in satellite.
Yeah, because that's global.
Yeah,
because that's global, right?
Yeah. But though I would think maybe Starlink will maybe like a wireless, like some wireless will be using that as a somewhere as a backup.
We're still in North Carolina, bro. Every SMT community member is in North Carolina, with the exception of like 7 people. The other 12.2 thousand are literally in North Carolina.
It ain't coming.
It ain't coming.
Hey,
U.S. Cellular buys Dish. Oh God, now we're getting crazy, bro.
U.S. Cellular couldn't buy Dish's shoes.
Charlie's ripped up Velcro shoes from kindergarten.
That would be like, for example, when Yahoo was sold by Verizon. Like Yahoo sold to Verizon, if you remember.
Yeah.
Because before Yahoo had like better deals before it was sold by Verizon.
Let me
Verizon bought like Yahoo, if you remember.
Yeah. Let me get Apple Watch with this. Apple Watch, let me tell you something, bro. There are some people in this world who just won't fail. They will not take no as an answer. They will not be told what to do. They don't care. They're going to succeed. Elon Musk is one of those people. He will not fail. He wanted a car on the moon. He put cars on the moon for no reason. There's no reason to have cars. He just didn't care. I'm putting cars on the moon. This bro,
he just wanted to brag about it. He's the first guy to pull it.
Like, this is what I'm trying to say, bro. When somebody's driven, you can't stop them. Seriously, bro. If somebody has the will, like you remember Thanos, bro. Thanos won for a while, bro. You know, Thanos got all the stones, and he did the gauntlet, bro, and he did the whole thing. He didn't care, bro.
Determination.
The Starlink is going to compete with only in rural, though. Really?
Well, they're gonna win. They're gonna win rural. They're gonna win rural 100%. But no, hold on a second. They're gonna win Africa. They're gonna win Australia. They're gonna win Asia. They're gonna win Europe. They're gonna win Russia. They're gonna win Canada. They're gonna win South America. They're just not gonna win New York. They're not gonna win Miami. They're not gonna win Houston. You get what I'm saying?
Or Europe.
They're gonna win India.
Who's doing that? Who's doing
They're gonna win China. You know. Actually, China's on 5G. They don't want no parts of Elon.
No. Elon Musk is doing that. So what is it supposed to be? Some kind of satellite internet, bro? That's what Starlink is?
Yeah, but it could also be more than home internet.
Yeah, connected cars and stuff. If they get the latency.
Yeah, and also maybe like a backup, especially for carriers to do like text and calls.
Fallback.
Fallback.
What's
maybe
that?
Rural roaming?
Maybe. Yeah. It's possible.
How about if Apple talks with them? You know, Apple wants to do their own thing too. They were talking about.
Yeah. I heard also about it, but I don't know if how it would go. It would be better they like partner with like Starlink, to be honest, and make their own.
Joshua, the last I checked,
that's what I'm talking about.
India has 1.4 billion people. There's a place for Starlink in India.
Yes.
I also know that India has rolling blackouts too.
That's sad.
Right? Not every part of India is going to be able to get support from Geo, I don't think. Especially rural India, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, India is a big country, and India has rough terrain too, right? Not all parts, you know. So I'm looking at it realistically. Like, there's potential in these countries. Hey, they're still in 3G in 60% of the world. You know, I just thought I'd throw that out there.
Also, South America,
bro. They want Moto G4s in Brazil. Moto G4.
Wow.
They want iPhone 6s, bro. They're offering me $200 for an iPhone 6 in Brazil. I was buying them up, broken screens and all, bro. Replacing screens and shipping them to Brazil.
What's that address?
He's like, I got like 10 of them in the drawer, man. Oh, and by the way, they don't do global blacklisting there also, so they don't care.
Hey, Snee, how much does it cost to ship to Brazil?
It's kind of expensive, bro.
Is it worth it?
If you're shipping 30 phones.
Oh, okay.
You know, you're gonna pay the same duties for 10 or 30, so you know.
Yeah. It would be better to have like another service that actually does the sending. Yeah.
Yeah, they were begging me for iPhone 6s. I'm like, you guys really want this junk? Seriously?
Well, dude, even in Mexico, it's hard to find iPhones in Mexico, dude. At least when I was there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And iPhones make for the best world phone. Compatibility-wise, in most cases, it's all there.
Yeah. But also it's because of the luxury brand. That's why it's also expensive. Like in South America, you can sell it for double even sometimes.
You know what somebody told me once, bro? This was so my parents were going to Palestine for like a 2-month vacation, and I think it was my mom's cousin or something. They wanted an iPhone, and they're like, yeah, you know, just make sure that it's not opened. You know, we want it in the box, like unopened. I'm like, they don't do that here. Like, they make you take the phone out of the box, rip the plastic off, put the SIM card in, activate it. I'm like, you can't get it. They're like, we don't want it then. I'm like, you're not getting it then. It's not going to happen. You know, they don't do that, bro.
Spectrum Mobile will not sell you a closed phone.
Nobody does. Nobody does. You can get
T-Mobile,
fired.
Here in the US?
T-Mobile has for me.
Well, that person could have got fired, just so you know.
I just let it.
No. I mean, if you buy it online, you get it like sealed.
No. If
Only
you
online.
buy it in look at this. Look at this. She's just like my daughter comes and crashes my live streams all the time, bro. She'll start climbing me and stuff, getting up on the mic. Yeah.
And that's the 11-year-old.
Oh man. They're gonna. Hey, how much bandwidth does TikTok take? I know it'd be eating up that bandwidth. She's gonna start doing Kiki. Do you love me? Are you riding?
Oh God, Jesus!
Bro, Yasmin taught me how to do it. It's
Dude,
boom, boom, boom.
I'm so tired of TikTok. My freaking 4-year-old will play the same video 50,000 damn times, back to back.
Bro, Carol Baskin, bro. Remember when they were doing that thing for like a month back in what was that, April? Carol Baskin?
No. Back
when we had nothing to watch on TV, we watched everything. Apple Watch, get out of here with that nonsense.
Okay, then.
He's terrible. He is absolutely terrible. All right, y'all. I'm done for the day, man. Is there anything else we need to cover before we let this thing go?
Thank you, Sneed. I want to thank you for inviting me to the live stream. I think this is the first one that I've been.
Hey, man, it's definitely not the last. I mean, we could open this thing up to it's something we do occasionally, or something we do like every couple of weeks, or whatever. If there's something, just let me know in the DM on Twitter. We got that group there. You guys just shoot me a message and let me know if there's something you guys want to discuss. I'll find some time.
Appreciate it, bro.
Sure,
Thank you very
much.
Same here. Thanks, Nate, for inviting me as well.
You guys are the best, man. You guys are the SMT nation. See, that's what people don't understand, bro. They think that I'm SMT nation, but actually it's a community of people, right? People that just want to share their experiences, give their thoughts and opinions on wireless matters. Honestly, bro, I'm like a vessel. Honestly, I just, people are willing to watch me banter about meaningless things. But really, it's, the community is all the people that watch and comment and, share my videos and support me and stuff like that. But do me a favor, for all of you out there that are watching this, there's 96 in the live and everybody here. Don't share my videos to Reddit, because those people freaking hate me over there. And they've said some really nasty things about me. So I'd much prefer you could share my stuff everywhere in the world except Reddit. They can go to hell. Let's just leave it at that. What else?
Yeah.
Let me give
Reddit is also, like I told you, it is sometimes really toxic.
It is. And they have a problem with me because I don't work for their favorite pink thong carrier. I'm a grown man, bro. I don't wear thongs. You feel me? I'm not doing that, bro. I'm not doing it, bro. I had to. Yes, I had to say it. Yes. Man. Jesus. No OnlyFans, bro. That's it. We're done. Shout out to everybody that donated. Thank you for the super chats. Hashtag Mod Squad for all my moderators. Hashtag 2Live Crew. Everybody watching this now. Replay crew, if you're watching this on record. What else? Ravioli gang, if you were hungry while you're watching this, or eating or something, ramen noodles, whatever you were doing. And hashtag Cox is trash. Don't forget that hashtag, because that is the truth. TROOF, truth. All right.
Beer gang.
Thanks to Sebi. Thanks to Jose. Alex, ARG Tech PR. Subscribe to him. NR, you don't have a YouTube channel, do you?
Thank you, bro.
Not yet.
No, not yet. All right, we'll get there. We'll get you there. Sebi, you got a channel?
Nope.
All right, when you get one, we'll follow you there too. Jose, you got one?
I do, actually.
Shout out your YouTube channel, please.
Okay. My name JSantana319.
That's right.
That's it.
JSantana319.
Yeah.
All
I don't know
Twitter.
how to post it here.
You're a moderator, right?
Yeah.
You could do it, but you got to do it on the YouTube app. You can't do it on StreamYard.
Okay.
So go ahead and do that. Yep, we'll wait for it. We'll get him in there. Somebody said something in the private chat. What is that?
Let me see if I get him there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's see if we can get it in there.
I go to settings. Like I don't know how to do this or not. Let me see. Go to the channel.
I might be able to find you on there. Hold on a second, man.
Yeah.
How the heck don't I know you have a YouTube channel by now?
Well, the thing is, I don't make videos, but recently I made 2 videos.
J Santana 319.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay then.
Okay then. I typed
Okay.
I got it. Here we go. I got it. I'm gonna put it in there.
No, Apple Watch, man. He's the one.
Okay, here it is. It's right here. Okay, did it work? Anna, are you back, bro?
Thank you, Sneed. Yes,
you're on that. You on that T-Mobile or that Spectrum, bro? Which one is it?
I was doing something in the background and kicked myself out.
All right, y'all. We're done for the night. Please subscribe to Jose's channel. Please subscribe to Alex's channel. Alex, did we get a link for him?
Nah, I don't know how to put. I don't know how to.
Man, you don't know how to do nothing, bro. That's why I'm gonna put you in a Peruvian necktie, bro. This is what happened the last time, bro. Did you go live today, Alex?
Let me try to find it.
Alex, did you go live today?
Yeah,
Apple Watch, you are not ready.
But it never posted because I was just going off. So my live stream never posted.
Man, you're always going.
I found it.
All right, we're good. We got Alex there too. Subscribe to his.
He posted.
All right. There we go. ARG Tech 24 PR. PR stands for public relations, right?
Oh God, bro. Puerto Rico.
Boricua.
Oh God, that was a good one though.
Puerto Rico.
That's right.
Thank you, Kathy.
All right, guys, we're out of here. Salute. Peace.
Salute. Have a good night, guys.
Take care.
Take care, guys.